Hey YouTube, welcome back to the shop. It's been a little while. We just got so busy the last few months that I couldn't do videos and everything I had to get done in here. Now that it's summer, hopefully things are slowed down a little bit. I can do some more videos, get some more content out there. So today I got a customer job. I got a couple of backhoe buckets I need to bore for larger pins. So I figured I'd take an opportunity to show you guys my homemade line boring jig. So this is the setup I built. It's an 1.1/8" shaft, a couple of cone locators for each end to center it on the bore, 1.1/8" pillow block bearings, and then it all gets driven by a Milwaukee mag drill. So I just got this started. I haven't completely set it up yet, so I'll finish getting this all set up, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when we're boring. Alright, so that's all set up. I got the cutter in. We're going to start off by just taking a couple of light cuts, clean up the bore. Then we can get a measurement and see how much more we have to go. So the goal is, this has got to be 50 millimeters. So it's currently 1.5" or 1.5" if I recall, from an older case backhoe. And the newer case backhoes with the quick attach need this size, which is 50 mil. So we'll get set up, we'll bore this out, take a few passes, then we can take a measurement. Once we've got a measurement, then we can keep going on subsequent passes until we get to 50 millimeters. Alright, I'm sure you could see in the video I was having some issues with rigidity, so I ended up putting all 4 bolts in this pillow block, welding them, and I also welded a bar here because you could see the ear flexing while I was doing that. But we're getting pretty good results now. I know it's kind of hard to tell with the cutter in there. We got about 150 thou left to pull out of this bore. So I'm going to start measuring now. So the way you set your cutter, you set your indicator on there, zero your indicator out, and then you move your cutter. So every 1,000th of an inch that you move the cutter, it'll cut 2/1000ths out of the bore. So I'm going to take a couple of 40 thou cuts, probably 3 40 thou cuts. Sorry, a 20 thou cut, 40 thou out of the bore. We'll measure it again, and then we'll sneak up on our final number, which is 2 inch 153 thousandths. All right, so I'm just getting ready to measure. We're getting close now, so I just went and sharpened my cutter to take a couple measurements, see how close we are, and then we'll sneak up on our final measurement. I don't know if you guys see that. We're at 2 inch 128, 130. And we need to go 2 inch 155. So we have about 27 thou left to take off. So I'm going to take a 10 thou cut, check it, and then take our final cut to size. Hey, beef ball. Good. Just about done one side. This is actually working really well. I ended up spending more time cleaning the garage than I have working on this. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it was pretty messy. So this side here has only got a couple cuts left, and then do the other side. But my homemade blind board thing is actually working really well. Nice. Kind of feel like I should have built one a long time ago. Okay, so that was a 10 thou cut, so it should have took roughly 20 thou out of the bore. So now we'll measure it one more time and we'll take our final cut. Hopefully the compressor's not making it too hard to hear me. Okay, so we are at 2 inch. Oh, I guess you can't really see that. Sorry. Okay, so we are at 2 inch 142 thousandths. Remember, our pin is 2 inch 155. So I'm actually probably going to go to 2 inch 160 to make sure we have a little bit of clearance there for sliding the pin in and out. We don't want it to be a super tight fit. So 5 to 10 thou oversized is where we'll shoot for the bore. Okay, so I got that set at 9 thou. So it should take 18 thousandths out of the bore, and we should land at 2-inch 160. Like I said, a few thou oversized isn't going to hurt anything. This is a Backhoe bucket. It's not, it doesn't need to be crazy precise. It's not having bushings pushed into it or anything like that. So this should be our final cut on this bore, and then we'll turn around and we'll repeat the same thing on that side. Okay, I went ahead and took one more cut, just a spring pass to make sure it was completely cleaned up. And should be able to pull the cutter, and we'll double check our bore, and then we'll move on to doing the last one. Okay, and there we have it, right on the money. So we'll go ahead, turn around, and we'll do the other bore the same way. I'm pretty happy with how this all worked out. This is a homemade line boring setup I built, and this is my first time ever using it. The bore is pretty good. We got a little bit of chatter in here, but I can clean that up with a flapper wheel when I deburr all the sides. Still have some rigidity issues. I think I'm gonna have to make this something a little bit more stiff, especially if I'm doing larger bores. But this was more of a proof of concept. Seems to be working well. I have a few more of these buckets to do. All right, YouTube, that's a wrap. I went ahead and finished that other bore off camera. It's all cleaned up, quick coat of primer on everything. Just ran one of those flap wheels in the bore just to clean up any burrs, anything like that. Chamfered the two ends of the bore. So here's the finished product. So there it is, all done. Both bores all cleaned up. That was all done with, again, my homemade line bore machine. There it is. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe for more. Thanks.